Today on Capitol Hill, domestic violence advocates are pushing for more funding and better access to services for victims.
Domestic violence continues to be a significant problem right here in our state, and the pandemic has only complicated things. News specialist Matt Rascone has more now from Capitol Hill.
Yeah, advocates tell me that demand for domestic violence services is up in the state. More people need help, and they say that there just isn't enough money right now to support the 1 in 3 women in Utah who they say has experienced domestic violence.
I always think of driving down my street and looking at the houses, and I would count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I would think, this is the impact that violence has in our state right now. That we know people right now that are experiencing this, whether they've told us or not, they are. And so we need to make sure that we have a supportive network of response to help them when they're ready to come forward.
That is Jen Campbell with the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition. One of the things they're asking for at the Capitol is more than $4 million in state funds to support the 15 nonprofit licensed domestic violence service providers in Utah. Right now, most of their money comes from fundraising, which has been more difficult to get during the pandemic, and some programs are struggling to keep up.
You've heard the commitment of our providers. You've heard the challenges that they're facing, and you've heard the impact that they're making in our state. That is the work that needs to happen every day.
Now, the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition says 42% of Utah are domestic violence related, and about 80 children witness their mother killed or nearly killed or find her murdered every year. So advocates, of course, very passionate about the work that they are doing, and they also support bills like House Bill 117. Now, that one would create an address confidentiality program. They tell me that Utah is one of the only states in the country that doesn't have a program like that.